I need everybody's undivided attention. I need everybody right now to know that Zion Williamson is in way better shape than people are giving him credit for, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm here to tell you, he is about to wreak havoc, you understand, on the NBA. And I'm telling you, the Western Conference will be the first victim of Zion Williamson's onslaught, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, he done heard all the chirping. And like I said, including myself, me personally, when I'm pushing Zion Williamson, it's because I know the potential that this man possesses. I know the talent, you understand? So when I see Zion Williamson not really having the best outing, you understand, and like he's unavailable for his team, it gets very problematic, especially when I see the Pelicans fighting the way that they're fighting. Now, if the Pelicans was packing it in, all bets would be off. But the Pelicans are really fighting. So I want Zion Williamson to join this basketball club to alleviate some heat off of Brandon Ingram, off of a CJ McCollum, or off of Willie Green. Zion Williamson fixes a lot of issues just off talent alone. He is the best player on this team when healthy. He is the leader, even though Brandon Ingram has assumed that position. But Zion Williamson, I just want him to help alleviate heat off B.I. because it's going to make B.I. an even more dangerous player. These two really should consider playing with each other for years to come because they do fit more than people think. I'm here to tell you, Zion Williamson, his addition, he's bringing 27.7 rebounds and 3 assists. Don't be surprised if Zion Williamson, he ups his assists, because I wouldn't be shocked if he starts playing point Zion. I'm not sure the health that he's in, but Zion Williamson, I'm telling you, the shape, he looks in way better shape than people are giving him credit for. Also, B.I., 22, 5, and 5. B.I. with a Zion Williamson next to him, it makes him even more dynamic and deadly. Okay, Brandon Ingram is about to take his game up 30 notches. You got the Los Angeles Lakers sitting there at 28 and 37. They're above the Pelicans at the 9th seed. The Lakers are fool's gold. I don't think anybody believes in the Los Angeles Lakers. I think they're a fucking joke. You understand? The Pelicans are 10th, they're 27 and 39. They can catch these guys at LA. Don't be surprised. LA just lost to Houston. It seems like just everything that's just it's just one fuck up after fuck up after fuck up with the Lakers. They're gonna blow their season. And I like how the Pelicans, they've created some slight, not much, but they've created some slight separation from the Blazers. So all the Pelicans got to do is they could get to that play-in. I think if the Pelicans just making the play-in alone, I understand people might have more aspirations for this team, but the Pelicans just making the play-in situation alone is something to pat themselves on the back, because nobody even expected that, you know. And for these guys to be there, give them major kudos. I think the Pelicans could definitely do something in the play-in, and I guarantee you, they are not fearing the Los Angeles Lakers, whether they got to go on the road or in New Orleans. I honestly wouldn't mind them going to LA. I think they might have an advantage in LA, believe it or not. I think sometimes when you're at home, and especially that atmosphere in New Orleans, even though when Zion gets back, I expect major sellouts and the building to be jam-packed. I'm telling you, that grand stage in LA could bring greatness out of a Brandon Ingram, greatness out of a CJ, greatness out of a Zion Williamson. I don't think they would have the advantage in LA, the Lakers. You know, but it was still going to be awfully tough because, you know, Anthony Davis is returning. We don't know the ramifications and all that, what that would bring. So let's see what happens. Even though AD is, we ain't going to get on. I don't think nobody even fearing the Lakers, whether AD is there or not. And that's sad that the Lakers have lost their sizzle, you know. But give credit to Willie Green, man, for turning this situation around. Like I stated, 27 and 39. Yeah, you're not 500, but you're in that play-in picture. The Pelicans started this season just sorry. You know, it almost looked like the Pelicans were finished, you know, blood in the water, you know, but they've made some adjustments. They made some moves to acquire C.J. McCollum for everything that they gave up. You know, I still think another trade could be on the horizon, but just give credit to the Pelicans for upgrading the roster. They still need a point guard. You know, Zion Williamson, I think, can fix some of those issues for you, you know, because, like I said, he is going to play the point Zion role, but we don't know the status of this point Zion, you know, because it's all up to health. You know, if you're going to have this guy running and gunning up and down the court for for 82 82 games a season, especially next season and beyond. Because this season, I think playing is the destination. Next season, I think. And shout out to Dave James, because he has stated that the Pelicans could be a top 6 seed next season, and I agree. I think people are sleeping on Brandon Ingram. I know that he doesn't play in a major city. He's not in LA anymore. And like I said, there's so many great young players in this league right now. The Ja Morants, the Lucas, the list goes on. Even the superstars. But oftentimes guys get lost in the shuffle, and Brandon Ingram is a victim of that. Brandon Ingram is just on the same level as all of these guys. He put the ball in the hole just as good. He's a great player, Brandon Ingram. He's a go-to guy for the Pelicans, and he's a home run hitter, and he's clutch as hell, and he wants the big shots. And that's something that a lot of people don't give credit for. B.I. wants the big moments. Zion want to be in the big moment. This is going to be a great dynamic, And like I said, Zion Williamson, we all know he had the weight issues, but I'm telling you, don't nobody want to see a healthy Zion. I'm telling you, when Zion is coming to the paint, people are getting the hell out the way, and I expect that to continue. He's just a man-child. You've seen that evidently his rookie year. Like, this dude was just a complete, absolute force. He obviously got to work on that shooting, because him upgrading his shooting, he don't have to attack the basket as much, because that takes a toll on your body when you just pounding and pounding every single night for every possession. So Zion Williamson must be cognizant of that, and just get it done, at this point. Just get the Pelicans to the play-in, and Zion Williamson could turn everything around by coming back. Because like I stated before, Zion Williamson is going to play this season. If he wasn't going to play, he would just stayed in Portland. For him to join the team, I believe he's ramping it up right now to get going before the play-in situation. So I believe Zion Williamson will take the floor, and the Pelicans are going to be dangerous. Okay, they got all the talent in the world. Defensively, that's always going to be a question mark. But the Pelicans, they're going to be able to score with the best of them, and they're going to be able to impose their will on teams with the best of them. And they got a great championship-level coach in Willie Green. You understand? Willie Green, he's been there. He's done that. He's fresh off the finals. He won't be phased. Confident as ever. One of the great young coaches we have in this league. He completely turned around the Pelicans. Look what this man is doing. Any other coach would have just said, man, screw it, it's over. But not Willie Green. Willie Green has picked up the pieces and made the Pelicans one of the most exciting teams in the league. And I'm telling you, there will be a serious box office attraction once the return of Zion Williamson happens. I'm going to leave it right there. It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate everybody for checking with me. Zion Williamson is in way better shape than people are giving him credit for. And when he returns, he's going to wreak havoc on the NBA. It's Flight Sports.